I want you to think about how you can give content accessibility regardless of who the person is that's come to the web page. Your maid, that person out there, the professor here, regardless of who it is, you come to the web page, Srishti web page or your department web page. How can you make the content accessible to them? That's the question there. So here are two cases. This one is a minimum wage act. So it's about 125 pages, very justicial language. But the nice thing is there are at least 10,000 NGOs in India who sit with their stakeholders and explain the act to them. So they understand. Because if they are not getting minimum wages, can't read and write, obviously. But now, with the information growing at this scale that what is the internet equivalent of these NGOs? That's the question. And here is another one, the Street Vendors Act for Bangalore, our street vendors. So this is the kind of work that goes on, right? To make the act accessible to other, not so literate as us. So our idea was simple. You all tweet, right? So imagine I click on a paragraph or part of a text or part of a picture and I tweet and I say what it is in a different language. Okay? Or I said voice, video. So what I am doing, with today's technology, I can just press a button and say, and the tweet goes, and think of one paragraph or one web page of your favorite web page that you have contributed to with somebody in mind. Right? So this is what we call semantic web page. Right? So that this tweet has what we call as a deep link to the original page. It's not a link to the page, but it's also deeper. It says which paragraph or which sentence, right? And it gives an alternate narrative for that, and it's available. Just like when people published web pages, that's all they did, right? Internet provided that 25 years ago, and they published web pages. Nobody said how are people going to access this? So what? And then Alta Vista, search engine, search engine, now Google. These are services that will be put on this once this starts happening. Similarly, this idea of tweeting, it can be in your own repository, it can be somebody wants to direction. So don't worry about where it goes. For this discussion, let's think of it like being a Twitter tweet, but there are services that can harvest these tweets and make it proper service to any community of Indians. One such service could be that whoever comes to the Minimum Wage Act, the original, just to keep it simple, right, and says, oh, I recognize you, you would like it in Kannada and a simpler version. So here is this compilation of work done by so and so and so. Okay, I'm going to bring a narrative to you. Right? So what happened here? There is, how many of you know semantic web? I've heard of it, right? So semantic web is basically, you have a web as we know it, right? But you can connect pieces of this web to different things. Let's say Xenia's photo is on a Finnish web page, and I want to say Xenia in this conference, I'll choose that word and say Xenia is the name of this person. Her photo is in the Finnish web page. It's a very simple thing, right? So I'll make a link to this. Okay. This name here and that thing. And I as Dinesh will propagate this link. This word here is connected to that photo, and I as Dinesh is attesting it. Okay? So I'm creating a link, and now imagine the web with all these links created by all such people as I and you and everybody else, and you don't need to be literate to this. That'll come to that. So we are creating this linked data. This is called the linked data. Once you have these links, you can do a lot. Right? So one of the things is the lack of standard. Right? HTML was a standard. Until we have a standard, then my links data will be serviced by my program. Or Google Docs thing will be serviced by Google Docs. But once you have a standard, it's beyond that. Right? I create a link, Rekha can see it. I send that link to Rekha and she'll understand exactly what it is. So the next thing to worry was how to make that a standard. Right? So it's 25 years since the web, and we have so many documents. How many of you got so frustrated that if I take a book, I can highlight, annotate, I can do all that. But I go to a page, I can't do this. How many of you felt that thing? Right? This is called techno-determinism. Technology will make you so fascinated, you forget what else can be done, how you were used to something else. Right? You are used to the book and you're very comfortable, you wanted that. But you go to a web page, you never ask this question. But if you ask the question, right, then flows this next thing. Right? So what we are predicting is the next thing, the next 25 years will be ruled by web annotations. I can go to any page, I can highlight, I can say this is nonsense, whatever, please correct it, and I send it to the editor. Right? So they will see exactly what I highlighted, right? Who Dinesh has done it, right? And what is the suggestion, and they may act on it. But you can take it further, right? Like I was explaining, a collection of linked data, links, and you can do a whole bunch of things with this. One of which is appropriate renarrations. So this is now a standard starting from this year. We'll see how it develops. And one of the things that we are doing in our office is to add to this, add to the tool set to do a voice annotation. I can highlight anything on any page or part of a picture and all. I just want to talk to my phone and say this is it. It's a voice. Right? So when you annotate, there are different kinds of annotations. One is that I want to say something about the paragraph. A very special kind is I want to re-narrate the paragraph with somebody in mind. When it's recognized as a re-narration, the page can open differently for another person because it's a re-narration of content. It's more or less the content that needs to be delivered to this person, to the audience, whoever is visiting, but in a way they can understand. So what we are doing is called social semantic web. We are using our social connections, we are using the semantic links, and we are leaving the web as it is. It's not like Wikipedia, it's not like one web page which is the center of all knowledge, contributed by many people. It's not like the Twitter, where we're all treating to one website. It's completely decentralized, democratic. If you want to share, you share. If you want to have a group repository and work together, you can. But it's so powerful that it opens up this space for us to look into this impossible problem. Impossible till now. So this is a two-way problem also. Right now, we work with shepherds and pastoralists, and I give a phone and I say follow, we have a project called Follow the Sheep. They can generate more content than I have in the last 25 years. The click, record video, audio, take photographs. But what do I understand? What's going on? The problem is both ways. Right? Unless somebody annotates that content, hardly I get anything. So this is the era we are getting in. So this later. So how do we deal with this? Like, where are we going with this? So one of the things that we are looking at into, like what I said with the Dorajairam's Purakatha thing, spatial navigation is an obvious way to navigate through the information. Right? And you're not thinking. When you hear about Google AI, machine learning, it's all very frustrating. Right? But it's also opening spaces. Right? You're going to open one specific space today. Right? I am a tribal or a villager or somebody. I just come into this conference, or let's say in their own community, you are interested in this yellow enamel for the table. How do you look up? Can you type yellow enamel table that was built with metal? Can you imagine all the things that go in your head